From LALATE headquarters in Santa Monica, this is Afternoons LALATE.
It's a big afternoon of Afternoons LALATE. Wow, your fourth stimulus check is heading to the finish line. I have the latest fourth stimulus check update of 2021, and today in this recording, the update about your fourth stimulus check for 2021 is it's happening. It's a monthly stimulus check that would start in the month of July and go all the way to December. I have all the details in this recording, how much you're going to get in the fourth stimulus check package, when would you get it, who would get it, and more. Then we'll be turning to fifth stimulus and the fifth stimulus check update today of 2021, who gets it and how you get it. And then I go back to third stimulus as a series of items are going live today in just the last few minutes. Did you apply for them? Did you see what they are? And what's coming up in the next couple of weeks as well? I'll have all those details. And then for the first time in a while, I'm going to explain to you the items that are not in the fourth stimulus check currently in the fourth stimulus package that you may want to have in there. Purple Power, time to do your thing. It's a big afternoon's recording. I'm ready for it. Are you ready? Let's do it. This is Afternoons LALATE. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. How are you? You made it to the weekend. Congratulations. This is LALATE and Afternoons LALATE with your fourth stimulus check update of 2021 and today, and your fifth stimulus check update today of 2021. How are you? If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Also like this video, and if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. And I'm in the live chat to say hi, how are you? This is part of a double dose of broadcasts. The second one after this is Evenings LALATE. And in that one, I'm going to go line by line of what's in the fifth stimulus package. But what I want to do in this recording is a little bit different. Not only am I going to go through what's in the fourth stimulus package, those monthly stimulus checks, and what's in the fifth stimulus package for SSI reform, the big money that will raise your benefits, I'm also going to go in over what's not in there, and that ultimately you need to prepare for it by either pushing to get it in there or prepare accordingly. And the other big items, a third stimulus that just went live today. Did you get them? I'll have all those details as well. All right, let's get first your fourth stimulus check update today, 2021, right off the bat. The fourth stimulus check is July, and it's going to be a monthly stimulus check, so say the Democratic senators and those Democratic House members. The fourth stimulus check is a monthly stimulus check, and the provisions of it will be added by the senators and the House members when they write the bill. The president doesn't write the bill. The president only proposes what he wants in the fourth stimulus package. How much are these checks? How do they work? And what are they? First, let's go over who gets it. You do. There we are. If you got a third stimulus check, you're getting this fourth stimulus check. It's a monthly check. If you made less than $75,000, you're getting it. Your household of four or less, you're getting it. And if you're on SSI or SSDI, Social Security or railroad benefits, you're getting it as well. Incredible news across the board. So how many checks is it? How much are the checks? And when do you get the checks? Let's go over all those details starting right now. The House Democrats and Senate Democrats have different approaches on how to pay it. The House members want to have a stimulus check for the remainder of the pandemic every month, and then a year thereafter every month. So let's say the pandemic is 4 more months. They would pay those 4 months of stimulus checks, and then they would do an initial year after that. So they would give you 16 months of stimulus checks, the House members. The senators want to give you just stimulus checks from July to December, so 6 months of them. The House members are progressives, the senators are more moderate, and then the monthly check amount differs. The House members want the first month to be $2,000 for the fourth stimulus check package, and then the senators, the amount is unknown. But word on the street is the fourth stimulus check will look like this. A check every month from July to December of either $2,000 a month, $12,000, or $1,400 a month, $8,400. That is your fourth stimulus check update of 2021 today. How would you get this check? When would you get it? Is it income? And all those questions are being answered right now. First, you would get the fourth stimulus check in the month of July for the month of July. It would be delivered every month. It would not come in waves. They can't afford to send it in waves because it's a monthly stimulus check. So you get July and July and August, and September, and so on. The vote for this would be in the month of July, no later than July 4th, so confirms Leader Schumer and Speaker Pelosi. The starting process of this is May. It's a 2-month process to get this to the finish line. It goes by reconciliation. The reconciliation process is detailed extensively in Evenings LA Tonight, but it's a 2-step process. The first step is a procedural bill, and the second process is the substantive bill. During the substantive bill, they put everything the president wants in the fourth stimulus package, which is climate, roads, infrastructure. And then they add in the stimulus checks, the monthly stimulus checks. And away we go. You would not see the actual stimulus checks manifest themselves in the fourth stimulus package unless the House members add it in when they have the bill, because all indications suggest it may likely be added by the senators during the 2-day event called the Vote-A-Rama, which is the final 48 hours before it becomes law. The Vote-A-Rama is the final 48 hours when they are doing amendments, and those amendments is when they're going to put those monthly stimulus checks in there. They so indicate. That is the fourth stimulus check. That is how it works. Is it income? No. Is it taxable? No. Does it disqualify you for benefits? No. Is it being sent out for certain people before other people? No. And away we go. Fourth stimulus check, a monthly stimulus check from July to December. That's your fourth stimulus package. Coming up later in this recording, I'll be going over what's not in the fourth stimulus package that you may want to have in the fourth stimulus package, and I think you do as well. That's coming up in a second. Let's turn to the fifth stimulus check update now of 2021. The fifth stimulus package has its own process that mirrors exactly the fourth stimulus package. It too will go by reconciliation. It too will be a 2-step process. It too will be 2 months, and it too will be 2 bills. First a procedural bill and then a substantive bill. Its start time, September. Its finish time, around October. The first month you would see the benefits, November. So how much would you get? How is it going to work? All those details coming up after the commercial break. They're coming up in a second. But a lot of other things that happened today, which is very exciting, and a lot of things happening on Monday and Tuesday. It's third stimulus. There's a lot of new money going live under third stimulus. First, another round of third stimulus checks did go out this week, so if you're missing a check, it could be yours. But the bigger news is that the series of new grants have gone live. The restaurant grant just went live today. It's at sba.gov. And it's in preview mode. There's also local jurisdictions of SBA that are having clinics to help you apply for it. Really wonderful. So reach out to your local SBA office. They're sending out emails about that. Yesterday, 2 days ago, the shuttered venue grant went live. About to go live potentially next Monday or Tuesday is the money for rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, and property owner assistance like utilities. Yes, that was also in the third stimulus. That's going live potentially as early as next week. We're still waiting to see go live that $5,000 EIDL grant. Also going live in May, in just a few days, because we're just a few days from May, is the refund for people who paid taxes on their unemployment from 2020. Now, there's a lot of very bad YouTube channels out there that are absolutely butchering this number to death. They're saying that you're getting $10,200 as a stimulus check in the mail. Oh boy. One, you're not getting $10,200. Second, it's not a stimulus check. It's not even stimulus. Why? Because it's a break even. You're not making money on this situation. So let me explain what you are getting and who's getting it and how you're getting it. Under the third stimulus package, if you paid taxes on your unemployment, that first $10,200 is tax-free. So they're returning the amount that you paid taxes on that unemployment to you in the next few days. They're not returning $10,200. They're not returning your entire tax payment. They're only returning the amount that you paid taxes on that unemployment. So let's say you had $9,000 of unemployment, you paid $100 of taxes on it, but your entire tax bill was $1,000. They're returning you $100. That's what they're returning you. So that's coming in the next few days. Also coming in July, just a few days from now, but also very important because we're pushing up on the deadline for the 2020 personal tax return. Remember, that's in early May, is the children's money. This one is also being butchered by YouTube channels. And let me explain this one. Who gets it? Two items and two people very clearly, two qualifications you get it. One, IRS knows a child exists. Two, you made less than $75,000. That's it. People have been telling people wrongly, incorrectly, that if you're on SSI or SSDI, you're not getting it. That's not true. It's not true. There's only two qualifications. They know the child exists and you make less than $75,000. Here are the people who are not getting it, but need to fix the situation ASAP when they file that 2020 return, due in just a few days as we go into early May. One, you don't file tax returns, so they don't know the child exists. You gotta fix that. Number two, you do file tax returns, but you just had the child since the last tax year and you haven't updated IRS to know the child exists. You need to fix that. So reach out to your tax preparer, and that's how you'll get the $3,600 or $3,000 starting the month of July prorated, which is either $250 or $300 a month. Away we go. Coming up in the second half of this recording is the exciting news about the big items under the fifth stimulus package. And what I'm going to do in this recording, which you've never seen before, here's a preview of what's coming up in the second half, is I'm going to go over different types of people and show you which stimulus packages have things for you and which don't. There have been some people who, rightfully so, have reached out to me and said that this stimulus package is for families. I'm single. I don't have any, so I'm not going to get anything on a fifth stimulus. Oh, yeah, you are. It's just the president chose very broad, vague words for the fourth stimulus package, the fifth stimulus package, jobs and families, to make people think that if they are retired, they're not getting money on the fourth stimulus. You are. And if you don't have a family, you're not getting money on the fifth stimulus. You are. He just chose really vague words, and that made people think they're not getting certain things. I'll be going over that shortly. But here's something you need to know going into the commercial break. The fourth stimulus package, of course, is still a work in progress. You understand that the vote-a-rama, those final 2 days when it's in Congress, they can amend it. Well, here are things you may want to start pushing right now for them to amend it. You need to know that these things are currently slated to go away and end with the third stimulus package. They are currently not slated to return ever under the fourth or fifth stimulus package. Oh boy, which ones are they? Everything for the businesses, everything for unemployment, and everything for the renters and the homeowners. They're all going away. So if you want them to come back in any shape or form, start the push, Purple Power. Hashtag Purple Power and hashtag what you want to push. Let's go over each of them one at a time, starting right now. First, all the business items are going away. PPP, EIDL, restaurant, shuttered venue, they're not coming back for fourth stimulus. So if you don't get it on the third stimulus or run out of money, they're not doing it again at the moment. Second, all the unemployment items. PUA going away. FPUC going away. PEUC going away. Now, your state's UI is its own system, but the federal PEUC going away. So if you want to extend this, if you think they're supposed to extend it, then start pushing. Finally, everything for homeowners and renters. So the free rent, the free assistance with mortgage assistance, the eviction moratorium, the mortgage forbearance, also going away. Here's my opinion of the situation. And ultimately, you can disagree or agree, but I think that you absolutely have to extend FPUC, PEUC, and PUA. Here's the issue. This Thursday, we saw the new jobless claims. We got worse. More jobless claims than the week before. Okay. Well, Janet Yellen, the Treasury Secretary, the President, and Jerome Powell and myself have all said that long-term unemployment numbers and job creation numbers will not be restored into December. So why are the unemployment programs of the third stimulus package expiring this summer, this fall? Why are they expiring? Moreover, you need to know, if you're new to this channel or have joined in the last few months, welcome. But you need to know what happened in July last year. And it's going to happen again this July. Congress goes on recess this July. Forced stimulus will be done in July. They'll leave and they will be done with forced stimulus. If they don't extend these programs in forced stimulus, what happens when they return in September? The programs will have expired. Yes, so this is the same thing that happened last year. They're scheduling the programs to expire while they're on vacation. They did this last year. It was a big issue last year. People said they shouldn't do it, and they're doing it again. So if you think these programs should be extended, start the push. Finally, if you think that the mortgage, rent, or utilities should be extended, make that push as well. Coming up after the commercial break, I have the big money that's in the fifth stimulus. And boy, I'm not only going to go over the SSI and SSDI reform that gives you big money for that, I'm also going to go over the money for things like hazard pay. Yeah, there is hazard pay under the fifth stimulus. Very exciting news, and I hope you stay with me. I'll be back in 60 seconds. If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.la.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LALATE daily for the excitement of the new LALATE live daily. The excitement starts on mornings LALATE at 9 a.m. Home LALATE returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LALATE at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LALATE. And the excitement continues on LALATE in just 2 hours from now as evenings LA heats up. I look forward to seeing you then. Then we go into LA Late Night at 10 p.m. The excitement's going to be unfolding across the board. That's evenings LA in just 2 hours from now. I look forward to seeing you then. It's going to be a big broadcast. And if you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Thank you for joining me on a big afternoon show. If you see me in the live chat, say hi. Hi, how are you? Make sure you subscribe. We now have passed 1 year, and we are approaching 400,000 subscribers. Thank you for all the new subscribers this week. Really a wonderful family. Also, like this video, 3,000 likes. It really helps in the algorithm ranking. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. And if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. You can have access to all this of what's in the fifth stimulus package before anyone else. All right, let's get to the fifth stimulus package. First, I'm going to go over the SSI reform. And then what I'm going to do is go over things in the fourth and fifth that apply to different groups of people, so you know where the things are for you. All right, fifth stimulus will have an add-on to it, just like fourth stimulus has an add-on of stimulus checks. What's the fifth stimulus add-on? Yep, it is the incredible relief for SSI reform. That SSI SSDI reform is detailed in a massive letter released just a few days ago. So this reform will provide increased benefits, new asset limits, adding an inflationary benchmark, removing the income exclusion, removing the marriage penalty. It's very easy breezy, and it's coming from the Democrats who are going to add it to the fifth stimulus package. All right, let me go over the fifth stimulus pack check update today, 2021, starting right now. This fifth stimulus package will have this add-on that will reform the system and increase benefits. First, whose benefits are being increased? Yours are. If you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, veterans benefits, SSA, all of the above. And if you're on multiple benefits, they're going to be raised as well. They're going to raise your benefits up to a big new number. Then they're going to tie it to a new benchmark, which is inflation. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell, myself, Janet Yellen, and most people think that inflation is going to be about 2 to 4% over the next few years. Now, if inflation goes through the roof, your benefits will go through the roof because you will be tied to inflation. Your benefits will be increased every year based upon what happened to inflation. Third, they're going to remove the asset cap. It dates back to the 1980s law that says some of you can't keep more than $3,000 on hand. They're going to get rid of it. Then they're going to remove the income cap that dates back to 1962 that just says you can't work and stay on benefits. They're going to allow you to work. So if you want to make $1,000 or $2,000 a month or $12,000 or $24,000 a year, you can, and you can stay on benefits. Incredible, great news. And finally, if you know what the marriage penalty is, you know it's a penalty. You know it's horrible. They're getting rid of it. Incredible, great news. So when would you see this? This is fifth stimulus. The fifth stimulus package is September. It would start reconciliation, and be done in about 2 months. Have the money out the door probably by November. Now, let me turn to the other subject I promised to deliver to you, which is I'm this type of person. What is in the fourth stimulus package for me? What is in the fifth stimulus package for me? Now, beyond the stimulus check, let me start with the stimulus check. You all know the stimulus check is you. So if you make less than $75,000, you're getting a stimulus check under the fourth stimulus package, the reoccurring monthly stimulus check. If you make less than $75,000, you do. If you're getting a check. If you're a household of 4 or less, you're getting 4 times the check. Married couple, double the check. And if you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, Railroad benefits, veterans benefits, you're getting a check. Okay, that's a check. So what else in the fourth stimulus package are you personally getting besides the check so far? So far, we haven't heard anything else specifically for you yet. There's a lot of caregiver stuff that they're talking about, but they've not been particularly clear. So we haven't heard yet about those other items for you personally under fourth stimulus. When we turn to fifth stimulus, which is not roads or infrastructure, it's rather a lot of social issues. Then we have a lot more clarity about what you're personally getting. Under fifth stimulus, here are the items that a lot of you may qualify for that are proposed by the president to be put into the fifth stimulus. First, he's proposing to make the earned income tax credit permanent, which is a hazard pay provision for single people. What is it and what was it before, and what do I think they should do with it? So the earned income tax credit predates this channel, predates COVID. It's been around many, many years. But under the third stimulus package, what they did was they increased the amount and they increased the eligibility. For the third stimulus package law, earned income tax credit of 2021 is the following. If you made less than $25,000 as an essential worker and you're 19 years of your age or older, you can get $1,504 as an earned income tax credit on your 2021 return. Good. So what are they proposing on the fifth stimulus package? To make it permanent. Really good. I like that. Now, here's what I would recommend. I would recommend Purple Power to Push to make the number bigger and more inclusive. First, I think the number should be larger than $1,500. Second, I think it should be more inclusive. I've had a lot of viewers say, why is it just under $25,000? I made $30,000. Why should I not get the tax credit? Remember, it's a tax credit. It doesn't cost the government anything to give you a tax credit. It just means you pay less in taxes, or potentially you get a tax refund. It's not like they're sending you exactly $1,500 in your pocket. It's a tax credit, which could trigger a refund or could reduce a liability. I think it should be a lot more money. All right, that are my essential workers, my hazard pay workers. Who else may get individual items in here? So there is items for single individuals, and absolutely really covers SSI, SSDI, and also seniors especially. And those items are more money for premiums, medical premiums, and more money for SNAP. So the SNAP one is not particularly written robustly clear. It's a memo. But they're proposing $45 billion for more nutritional needs. And so that is more SNAP. And they're proposing to make permanent the third stimulus law that lowered health insurance premiums for those who buy coverage on their own. That was part of the sort of Obamacare lower premium provision That was in the third stimulus package law. They're trying to make that permanent. That helps millions and millions of Americans, single individuals, seniors. It helps a lot of people. As the SNAP, I hope they deal with the SNAP appropriately. They can also do the SNAP by executive order. Let me do a recap of what they've done with SNAP since this channel's been around. Trump gave a 15% increase for SNAP for 6 months, and then Biden added 6 months on top of that. That's for everyone. SNAP is food, free money for food if you make less than a certain amount of money. Yes, if you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, Railroad benefits, you can get it, absolutely. If you're a senior citizen, you can get it, absolutely. How much money is it? It's a lot of money. It's an enormous amount of money. Here's an example. A family of four in Hawaii before COVID were getting $1,400 a month. Now it's increased 15%, which is about $16,000 a year. Imagine that of your bills in a given year, $16,000 of your food is taken care of. So now you freed up $16,000 of money you can use for other stuff. Now understand, SNAP is currently law. It's been law before COVID, but the add-on to SNAP became law in January. So please consider that and everything else that I'm talking about. But this add-on for fifth stimulus is very good. Meantime, is there another stimulus check in the fifth stimulus package? Likely not at the moment, because the fourth would overlap the fifth. Remember, the fourth would start in July and go to December. The fifth starts in September, so there's no reason to have a stimulus check while another stimulus check is coming in the mail. Hopefully, this has been made simple and breezy, easy breezy for you. My biggest concern for you is two items of data that came out today. And those two items of data that came out today were the following. One, there was a new report that said that a lot of major materials in this country the cost basis is going through the roof. Now, you know that lumber's been going up, but did you know also that copper is going up, and platinum, and a lot of chlorine, and a lot of other consumer staples? Now, whether or not you want to believe that the reason they're going up is appropriate or an excuse just to gouge Americans, a lot of consumer staples are going up because of COVID, and that concern is causing the mass consumer production companies that make your products charging more for those same products you would have bought 4 months ago for $5, $6, $7 cheaper. So they're raising products. That's the first thing. Second, that raising of products will cause the American dollar to be worth less. Third, there's a lot of new reports out that says we have seen the impact of people having a stimulus check from the second stimulus package in January, having a third stimulus check in the month of March. But we don't know what those people will be like when it comes to April or May or June. And there's also concern that Americans weren't spending money while they were on lockdown. Now they're not on lockdown. They're going out, and they've had money they saved up because they weren't going out to bars or restaurants, and now they're starting to save that money. And that consumer savings are starting to dwindle. So my concern is that with growing prices of goods and caused by growing commodity prices, dwindling savings, and the wearing out of use of stimulus checks, that people have used up their stimulus checks, that we don't know where this economy is going to be in just a few months from now. And if we don't know where this economy is going to be in a few months from now, we need to start pushing for certain things. July is just around the corner, folks. July is just around the corner. And if you think they need to do other things, start pushing. Here's also what you need to know. As a personal message, I've seen, as soon as the third stimulus check started to go out, by about the third wave, viewership on this channel slowed down because people were getting the check. But in the last week or 2 weeks, the viewership has gone up a lot, which suggests to me that a lot of people got the check, that third stimulus check, they've used it, and now they're wondering, where is the next relief? And that signals why you need more relief. Remember, the relief for rent, utilities, food, internet, mortgage assistance, homeowners assistance is going live in just a few days. So reach out to the volunteers and get that. The money for the children is coming live in July. the return of the income, the return of the taxes you paid on unemployment is coming live in May. But if that's not enough for you, then I want you to certainly start pushing for the items you think should be added to the fourth stimulus package. Remember, fourth stimulus package has to get done by July and will get done by July. Fifth stimulus package, they got a longer window for that Senate session. This is something I've never said before on this channel, and I need to explain it right now. This Senate session, House session, ends in July. So there's you've been with me for a while. You know when there's a deadline pushing on their back, they tend to do things faster. This is the time to get things done now. That fall session, that's a very long session. It starts late in September, almost September, and then it ends like literally right before Christmas. You don't want to let things sit around until fifth stimulus that can get done in fourth stimulus because they don't have that urgency of the passing deadline. And with that, I hope this recording has been helpful for you. Boy, we got a full schedule of shows coming up still on this channel tonight. Evenings LA tonight, I will be going over all the detail of what is in the fifth stimulus package. I will go line item after line item of what is in the fifth stimulus package. So you don't want to miss those details tonight. It is going to be a great show, and I can't wait to see you on that evening show. That's in 2 hours from now. That is Evenings LA coming up in just a little bit. That excitement unfolds here on this channel. If you're watching this show right now, then this show will bring you to the next one. Then after that, we go into late night, the Reverend Only Sirloin and Javita late broadcast. Ultimately, I want to personally thank all the viewers of this channel today for keeping everything so positive. It's been a wonderful week in which everyone has been so inviting, so positive, so blissful to one another. I want to thank the spirit of camaraderie and the spirit of kindness across the channel this week. Everyone has been really wonderful. Only thing I would add to it is that if you see a new person in the chat, say hello, say hi. And if you are a new person, say, I'm a newbie. Introduce yourself and welcome new people to the community. This is a community that's trying to grow and grow as a family. And the more inviting you are to new faces, the more faces that will join. And with that, I want you to always stay positive. I want you to stay motivated. I want you to stay smiling. And I also want to have you stay here as well. Evenings LA tonight is going to be a big show, and you're going to see a lot of detail of what's coming up in the next few weeks. I'm very excited for you. So if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Boy, 365 days this channel's been around. You're not going to see my first 365-day video retrospective. My first 365 days in this office. No, I'm not doing that video. But Sirloin, maybe he'll do it. Also, like this video to 3,000 likes and consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Casino VIP. Stay informed, stay focused, and stay with LA for more.